Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Our today's sorting technique is heap sort. Before starting with heap sort, let's have a look at what exactly is a heap. So a heap is a data structure which is quite similar to binary tree. It can be a binary tree, ternary tree or an n-ary tree with a special property. A heap is an almost complete binary tree. By complete binary tree, I mean that the nodes or elements in a heap are as left as possible. There are two types of heaps, namely max heap and min heap. The special property in max heap is that at each node, the value of the parent node is greater than the value of its children. Similarly, in case of min heap, the value of the parent node is less than the value of its children's. Let's have a look at some properties of heap. Given any node whose index is I, the left and right child of that node can be calculated as left child is equal to I into 2 plus 1 and right child is equal to I into 2 plus 2. Let's consider 7 for instance, whose index is 1. So the index of left child of 7 is 3, which is the value 5. And similarly, the index of the right node or right child of 7 is 4, which is the value 4 itself. Now let's have a look at the heap sort algorithm where we first call the build heap function in order to create a heap out of the array. Let's consider an array consisting of elements 2, 9, 7, 6, 5, 8. Let's call this array as A and try to visualize to create a heap using this array. The heap would look somewhat like this. Though this is not actually a heap because it does not satisfy the heap property. That is, at each node, the value of parent node must be greater than the values of its children's. So now we call the build heap function where we run a for loop from I is equal to n by 2 minus 1 to I is equal to 0. So the initial value of I is 2 and then we call the heapify function with the value of n as the size of the array, which is 6, and the value of I is 2. So now we are in the heapify function with the value of I as 2. So we calculate the index of left child as 5 and the index of right child as 6. We also initialize the value large to 2. And now we check whether if the value L is within the bound of the array, that is the value L is less than n, and if the value present at index L is greater than the value of A of I. If so, then we update the value of large. That is, we check whether if 8 is greater than 7, and since 8 is greater than 7, therefore we update the value of large as the index of 8, that is 5. And again we check if R is within the boundary of n, that is we check if R is less than n. Since R is not less than n, therefore we move further and compare the values of large and I. Since the values of large and I are different, therefore we swap the elements 7 and 8 and again call the heapify function with the value of I as large. That is, we call the heapify function with the value of I as 5. Again we calculate the index of left child as 11, right child as 12 and initialize large to 5. Since both these indexes are not within the bound of the array, that is they are not less than the size of the array, therefore we return from this function and decrement the value of I in the for loop of build heap function. Now the value of I is 1 and we call the heapify function for I is equal to 1. Again we are in the heapify function, we calculate the index of left child as 3, that is the value 6, and also calculate the index of right child of 9. The index is 4 and the value is 5. We initialize large to I, that is we initialize large to 1 and we check if the index L is less than n, and also we check whether if 6 is greater than 9. Since 6 is less than 9, therefore we move further and check if R is less than n and the value 5 is greater than 9. Since even 5 is less than 9, therefore we just move further and compare the values of large and I. Since the values of large and I are both equal, therefore we return from this function and again decrement the value of I in for loop of build heap function. Now the value of I is 0 and this might be the last value of I. So we again call the heapify function Now we are in the heapify function and we calculate the left index as 1 and the right index as 2. So the left and right childs of 2 are 9 and 8 respectively. We check if L is less than 8, L is less than n and the value 9 is greater than 2. Since the value 9 is greater than 2, therefore we update the value of large as 1. Again we check whether if R is within the boundaries of the array and if the value of A of R is greater than A of large, that is we check whether 8 is greater than 9. Since 8 is not greater than 9, therefore we keep the value of large as it is and we compare the values of large and I. Since both values are different, therefore we swap the elements A of I, which is 2, and A of large, which is 9. We swap both these elements and again call the heapify function with the value of I as large. Since the value of large is 1, therefore we call the heapify function for the node 2. Again we are in the heapify function, so we calculate the left index and the right index for the node 2. The left index is 3 and the right index is 4 and the elements are 6 and 5 respectively. We initialize large to 1, check whether the value L is within the bound of the array and A of L is greater than A of I. That is we check whether 6 is greater than 2. Since 6 is greater than 2, therefore we update the value of large as 3. Again we check whether if 5 is greater than 6. Since 5 is less than 6, therefore we do not update the value of large. And finally we compare the values of large and I. Since both these values are different, therefore we swap the elements at A of I and A of large. That is we swap 2 with 6 and again call the heapify function. So now I think we have got a heap. Since the array satisfies the heap property, that is at each node the value of parent node is greater than the value of its children. Now we have successfully created the heap using build heap function. The build heap function was called from another function called heap sort, where after building the heap we run a for loop from I is equal to n minus 1 to I is greater than or equal to 0. That is, we traverse the array from last index to the first index and at each traversal we swap the element A of 0 with A of I. So the initial value of I is 5 and we swap A of 0 with A of I, that is we swap 9 with 7 and after swapping we call the heapify function with the value of n as the value of I, that is the value of n is 5, which means that we consider the first 5 elements and we exclude the element 9 here and the value of I is 0. So now we are in a heapify function where the value of I is 0 and we are considering the root node which is 7. We calculate the index of left child as 1 and the index of right child as 2. We also initialize large as 0 and we check whether if L is less than n and also A of L is greater than A of I, that is we check whether 6 is greater than 7. Since 6 is less than 7, therefore we move further and check whether R is less than n as well as A of R is greater than A of large. Since the value of large was 0, therefore we check whether if 8 is greater than 7 and since 8 is greater than 7, therefore we update the value of large as the index of 8, which is 2. And finally we compare the value of large and I. Since both these values are different, therefore we swap A of I with A of large, that is we swap 7 with 8 and after swapping we call the heapify function with the value of large as 2. Since we are restricting ourselves to the first 5 elements, that means that 7 has no child, therefore we can just return from this function and decrement the value of I in a for loop of heap sort. So the new value of I is 4 here and we swap A of 0 with A of I, that is we swap 8 with 5 and after swapping we again call the heapify function with the value of n as the value of I, which is 4, that is we are restricting to the first 4 elements and the value of I is 0. So now we are in a heapify function where we are again considering the root node, the value of root node is 5 here and we calculate the value of left index as 1 and the value of right index as 2, and the elements are 6 and 7 respectively. We also initialize large to 0, check whether if L is less than n, and also A of L is greater than A of I, that is we check if 6 is greater than 5. Since 6 is greater than 5, therefore we update the value of large as the index of 6, which is 1. And again we check whether R is less than n and A of R is greater than A of large, that is we check whether if 7 is greater than 6. If so, we update the value of large as index of 7. That is, the new value of large is 2. And finally, we compare the value of large and I. Since both these values are different, therefore again we swap A of I with A of large. That is, we swap 5 with 7. And after swapping, again we call heapify function with the value of large as 2. The value of large is 2, that is we call the heapify function for the node phi, and since we are restricting ourselves to the first 4 elements, which means that phi does not has any children here, so we need not call the heapify function and just return from this function. That is, now we decrement the value of I in the for loop of heap sort. The new value of I is 3, and we swap A of 0 with A of I, that is we swap 7 with 2, and call the heapify function for n is equal to 3, which means we are restricting to the first 3 elements, and the value of I is 0. So now we are in a heapify function with the value of I as 0, that is we are considering the element 2, and we calculate the left index of the node child node as 1 and index of right child node as 2, and we also initialize the value of large as 0. We check whether if L is less than n as well as A of L is greater than A of I, that is we check whether if 6 is greater than 2, and since 6 is greater than 2, therefore we update the value of large as the index of 6, which is 1. Again we check whether if R is less than n and A of R is greater than A of large, that is we check whether if phi is greater than 6, and since phi is not greater than 6, therefore we move further and compare the value of large and I. Since both these values are different, therefore we swap A of I with A of large, that is we swap 2 with 6. And after swapping, we again call the heapify function with the value of large as 2. That is, we call the heapify function for I is equal to 2. And since we are restricting ourselves to the first 3 elements, therefore we need not call the heapify function here and directly return from this function. So again we have decremented the value of I. Now I points to 2 or the element phi. So we swap A of 0 with A of I, that is we swap 6 with phi, and after swapping we again call the heapify function with the value of n as 2. So we are restricting ourselves to the first 2 elements, and the value of I as usual is 0, that is the root node. So now we are in a heapify function and we calculate the index of left child node as 1, which is 2, and the index of right child node as 2, which is the value 6. But we need not consider the value 6 here since we are restricting ourselves to the first 2 elements. Therefore we initialize the value of large as 0, and we check whether if 2 is greater than 5. Since 2 is less than 5, therefore we move further and check whether R is less than n. But the value of R is 2, which is not less than n. Therefore we compare the value of large and I. Since the value of large and I both are equal, therefore we just return from this function and decrement the value of I. After decrementing I, now the value of I is 1 and it points to the element 2. So we swap A of 0 with A of I, that is we swap phi with 2 and call the heapify function with the value of n as 1, that is we are restricting to the first 1 element, and the value of I as usual is the root node. So now we are in a heapify function where we calculate the left and right indices, which are 1 and 2 respectively, initialize large as 0, and since here both left and right index are not less than n, therefore we can directly return from this function, and I think we have got a sorted array. where the elements are 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So now let's begin with our code. Initially we declare a value n, which is the size of the array, and then input n. Then we declare an array of size n, and then input the elements of the array. After that we call the heap sort function with the arguments as the array and size of the array. After that we print the sorted array elements. Now let's create the heap sort function, where we first build the heap and then sort the heap accordingly. So the return type of the heap sort function is void, since we are not returning anything. And the arguments are the array A and the size of the array, which is the value n. In the heap sort function, first we called the build heap function, as we have seen in the explanation part. In the build heap function, we pass these two arguments, namely the array A and the size of the array. After that, we run a for loop from I is equal to n minus 1 to I is equal to 0. That is, let's create an variable I and initialize it to n minus 1. I is greater than or equal to 0. I minus. And at each iteration, we swap the elements a of 0 with a of I. And after swapping, we adjust the heap by calling the heapify function. There are three arguments to this function, namely the array A, the value of n, which in this case is I, and the value of I, which is 0. So first, let's create the build heap function. The arguments of the build heap function are same as that of the heap sort. So in build heap function, we first run a for loop from the last parent to the first parent. That is, we run a for loop from n by 2 minus 1 to 0, I is equal to 0. So let's create a for loop for I is equal to n by 2 minus 1, I is greater than or equal to 0, I minus minus. And at each iteration we call the heapify function, that is, we heapify the heap for each parent node. And the arguments are the array A, the value n, which is the size of the array, and I respectively. So finally we can create a heapify function. Whose arguments are the array A, the size of the array, which is n, and the value I, which is the index of the node. So in the heapify function, we first calculate the index of the left node and then calculate the index of the right node, left and right childs. So we declare L and initialize it with 2 into I plus 1. Similarly for R, 2 into I plus 2. And also initialize the value of large as I. Then we check whether if the L is within the boundary of the array and the value at L is greater than value of I. That is, we can check whether if L is less than N and the value at L is greater than the value of I. If so, then we update the value of large as L. We check similarly for R, that is, we check whether if R is less than N and the value at R. Here we do not check the value of R with A of I, instead we check with the value of A of large, since R can be updated in this if case. Therefore, if so, we update the value of large as R. And finally we check or we compare the values of large and I. That is, we check whether if large is not equal to I, and if that is the case, then we swap A of I with A of large. So we can swap A of I with A of large, and after swapping we can call the heapify function again, just with a slight variation, that is, instead of passing the argument I, we pass large. And we are done with the code. We can run the code to check whether it executes successfully. Let's consider the same example which we have considered in the explanation part, which are the values 297658, and a sorted array is 256789. That's it. So if you found the video helpful, do hit that like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more such upcoming videos. Thank you.